Triple Sincerity best again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Triple Sincerity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radha Krishna Song is written by Narottam Das Thakur. Now, I thought I'll just give a small gap and try to remember who this personality is. Right? So we know whose song are we singing and what exactly is happening here. He's not writing this song so we all can sing on 16th of February. Is it 16th of February? 2025. He didn't write that song for that purpose. He actually didn't write the song for that purpose. And who is he? Narottam Das Thakur is a soul who is coming from Krishna Lila, and Swayam Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was waiting for him. Swayam Krishna is waiting for a personality to come from Goloka. Now, how is this? If you really think about it, God is already here from Goloka Vrindavan and is waiting for his associate to come. So he will come and assist him in the Leela of Gaur Leela. Right? So Krishna knows how empowered this Acharya is. How empowered this Acharya is. And then he goes to this river Padma and he prays that Narottam, whenever you come, I'm going to meet you here. Even though for others I might have left this world, but for you, I'm here waiting. And he tells this to Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu tells that I will make sure that he will meet you. He so much loves. And Narottam Das Thakur appears. And then Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already left by then. But Nityananda Prabhu comes in the dream of Narottam Das Thakur and says that don't feel that you have come and the Supreme Lord has left. The Supreme Lord is very much waiting for you. Please go there. And Narottam Das Thakur goes to the river Padma, and from there, as soon as he takes a dip and rises above the water, he sees Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Swayam Krishna coming and embracing him. And he gives, and he we have to understand what bhajan are we singing and what is the depth of love behind this bhajan. That is the reason I just stopped and I'm trying to tell this to myself. So I don't treat this as another song which I know. I have sung this many times. I know this song. And I know the meaning of this song. But the emotions behind this song are Narottam Das Thakur has appeared and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has already left, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, reappears, and comes and embraces him. It says, hey Narottam, please continue to do your service. And your greatest service is to attract these fallen souls towards the spiritual world. Right? And how are you going to attract? You're going to give them you're going to give them my darshan in the form of your bhajans, in the form of your words. Right? And then Narottam Das Thakur is in separation and he's remembering Radha and Krishna, and actually he's seeing Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world. This is not a made up sequence of verses where he's trying to add some rasa to his bhajan. No, he's actually revealing what he's seeing there. Right? So when he says Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore, it's actually a message for all of us that we try to find solace and happiness by different techniques and ways and methods in this world, and finally we give up. We say, I don't know how to figure out my life. Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. I think you are my life and soul. You have to take care of me. I don't know how to figure out my life. So please accept me. It's a complete surrender. The first verse of this song itself is complete surrender. Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. More important than my own life is your bhakti. Narottam Das Thakur is saying. What is the most important thing for us? Our life. If the question of our life comes, we'll give away everything. Our wealth also, our everything we'll give up. Whatever we are doing now and then is okay. But then when the question of life and death comes, then the real picture of the person comes out. How much he loves his family, how much he really respects his friends, everything will come out when the question of life or death comes. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, my life and death is you. There is no meaning for my life without you. Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. Jivane Marane Gati Aro Nahi More. He's saying there is no meaning for me to live or to die or be anything because I'm taking complete shelter of you in both situations. And then he is revealing the spiritual world. Now the verses that are coming next are actually, if we have the surrender, even 5% of surrender, 1% of surrender, we can actually see the spiritual world right now. That Radha and Krishna are sitting on the asana, applying chandan, wearing a beautiful mala, right? And you can dream to see that after you die. By this bhajan, you can dream. I need to have the dream. I need to have the desire that after I die, I want to go there. This is exactly what I want to sing in front of Radha and Krishna when I go. When you go to spiritual world, what are you going to do in front of Radha and Krishna? We want to go, right? Huh? I want to go. No, I want to go. But when I go, I want to sing something. Why not this bhajan? There are many bhajans. Narottam Das Thakur has written many bhajans. Vrindavana Ramyasthana. Beautiful bhajans. Right? But this is also one of the beautifulest bhajans where he is meditating on the divine couple and is completely surrendering himself to that. And in the spiritual world also, he's telling the gopis that please give me service to this divine couple. It's not like he's in the spiritual world and he says, okay, I can go and serve now. He's saying, please give me service. Without your permission, I can't do service. So when in spiritual world, we are asking for permission to serve Radha and Krishna. Right? So Prabhuji and Mataji, while we sing this bhajan next, while we continue to sing this bhajan, let's develop a desire within that we want to see Radha and Krishna. And we want to go there. Nahi karna. Whatever we are doing, we're doing. But the goal is very clear. Then we want to go there. Okay? Let's focus. Keep aside everything else. For the next some minutes, prepare yourself to go back to the spiritual world by meditating on these verses. Radha Krishna Prana Mora
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
मराने मराने गति अरुणाहि मोरा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा जुगल चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। जवान जैसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा स्नेह बिहारी की जय। श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय। साई गौर हरि प्रेमानंद हरि ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। कामकाञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौब्राह्मणाय च जगद्पिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। शुभं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपः वंदे श्री गुरुदीनतारिणं श्री परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः भयाभ्यन्तरं श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु श्री विष्णु। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। Leader going through, can you please come in? Yeah, please. Please come here. Hurry. If you want, I can come there. You decide. The 50th marriage anniversary of their parents. Mataji and Prabhuji are here. Mataji is sitting right behind Amagar. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు చాలా ఆనందం చాలా కృతజ్ఞతలు మీరు వచ్చి మాతో పాటు ఇక్కడ ఈ ముఖ్యమైన రోజు మాతో పాటు మీరు ఉన్నది మా అదృష్టం థ్యాంక్ యూ మీ ఇద్దరు దీవెనలు కూడా మాకు కావాలి మీరు ఏ విధంగా అయితే జీవితాన్ని గడిపారో మేము దాని నుంచి నేర్చుకొని మేము అలా గడుపుతాం అనుకుంటున్నాం మీ దీవెనలు నాకు నా భార్యకు ముఖ్యంగా కావాలి మీకు కూడా అందరికీ కావాలి సరే అప్పుడప్పుడు కొంచెం తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాను ఏదో నాకు తెలుగు వచ్చాను కాదు ఏదో మాట్లాడతాను ఇంగ్లీష్లో చాలా వరకు ఓకేనా పర్లేదు హరే కృష్ణ Devotee celebrates everything important in his life along with devotees. Right? That's what gives satisfaction. Some water flowing. Yeah, I got it. The whole Varnashrama system. You can sit on the chair, please. You're okay? Thank you. Thank you. So, the whole Varnashrama system is created so we can make gradual progress towards spiritual life, towards God. Gradually, at least we can progress. And one of the most important limbs in this Varnashrama system is the ashram of Grahastha ashram. Of course, I am not qualified to give a lecture on Grahastha ashram because there are a lot of faults that I have started my life with in Grahastha ashram. But slowly, as I am seeing the great lives of senior devotees who have led Grahastha ashram in such a beautiful way and who are very much on the track to go back to Krishna, like Anand Vrindavan Prabhu and his good wife, Radhikeshwar Prabhu and Premlila Mataji, Dwarkadish Prabhu and Vishakha Prem Mataji, and so many such exalted Vaishnavas, even in Grahastha ashram. It gives me a hope that I can learn something from them. And even this life, I can lead happily, without any, without keeping a false ego in between. I can actually get good Grahastha life. But it's in our hands. When I was discussing this with a very senior devotee, that when we leave Krishna, we lose all the good fortune. And we can see that what is our situation right now. Right? We're stuck in this body which is so much going to give pain only. It's not going to give comfort. Huh? Ek bar gaya. How many people lost here at least one organ? I lost my brain. One organ is gone. L4, L5 is gone. Already certified. Yeah. Huh? Slowly, I think one organ is going. Just a matter of time. This body is going to go. Right? How many we will witness before we go is the question. Everybody's dream of death is they want to. Wait a second. Where is that? What was today's presentation? Die before you die. కూర్చోబెట్టి సావడటం. చావు గురించి ఆలోచన లేకపోయినా చావు అని చెప్తున్నాం. సత్యం ముందు సావు. బాగుందా తెలుగు? సచ్చినోడా చావు. Anyway, so slang, that's what people say, right? Even when they have to scold somebody, they'll say, Sachinoda. What is the meaning of that? Even in that there is a meaning, You are almost a dead person. Nothing good is happening in your life. So anyway, so we can actually lead a meaningful life to make our death also meaningful. So I was discussing with senior devotee. So clear to most of us who have come into this hall, which means something has happened in your life and you've given up somewhere. That's the reason you are here. Otherwise, why will you sit here? Some latest movie is coming, you'll go to some mall or something, right? You've got some indication that because of living Krishna, you're not happy. You're not happy. In Grihastha Ashram, when a wife leaves husband, she cannot be happy. Same principle. As long as she is with the husband, she will be happy in life. Even if the husband is not keeping her happy. Until the wife is with the husband, she will be happy. And the husband will take care of his wife's happiness when he sees that the wife is chaste. The wife has no other thought of any other shelter. Right? Everything is related. Same relationships in the spiritual world, the material, same relationships. Problem is, it becomes perverted in this material world. That's the problem. Right? When we become self-focused on our happiness, and we don't see the ashram as the ashram. Ashram means a shelter. And both husband and wife are there in that shelter. Husband and wife, both of them are. And both of them need each other. Natures are different and beautifully created by Krishna. A man's nature is different, a woman's nature is different. When both of them understand and satisfy that nature and complement that nature with their behavior, sweetness, then 50 years of marriage will also be a very blissful episode in life. Right? Otherwise, there are many others who can celebrate 50 years in life, but only looking at each other and cursing each other. Why did I even marry you? Why did this happen? And some people, even at the 50th year, they are waiting that their wife will die, then they can make another marriage. I still can marry somebody else. People like that. But in devotee society, that doesn't happen. Because in devotee society, husband and wife actually spend time together. Outside, nobody spends any time. I am guaranteeing you, Baita, a little bit in Telugu, Baita Kutumballo, Bhaktula Kutumbal Gakunta Baiti Kutumballo, Bhare Bhartal Kalchi time spent cheyaru. ఎంతసేపు ఎవరు గోల వాళ్ళు. కానీ భక్తి మార్గానికి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు మాత్రం ప్రతి సండే సాయంత్రం అట్లీస్ట్ భార్య భర్తలు కలిసి దగ్గర ఉన్నారు. అవునా కదా? ఒకరినొకరు టెన్షన్ పెట్టట్లేదు, కలిసి దగ్గర వస్తున్నారు, కలిసి యాక్టివిటీ చేస్తున్నారు. కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్నెస్ లో భార్య భర్తలు కలిసి దగ్గర అవుతారు. ఆ విషయంలో డౌటే లేదు. ప్రొవైడెడ్ మనందరం ఇలాంటి సత్సంగానికి ఎప్పుడు వెళ్తూ ఉండాలి. మన పూర్వీకులు వెళ్ళారు, ఇలాంటి సత్సంగాలకే వెళ్ళారు. మన కర్మ మనం వెళ్ళట్లేదు, లేవు సత్సంగాలు లేవు. I see so many times today husbands and wives are going to temple also separately. God is waiting, at least come once together. एक बार तो साथ में ही आओ, because you both married and I was a witness, right? But husband and wife also don't want to be together, even in a temple. We are dealing with a very, very broken society. And in this broken society, Srila Prabhupada has joined the husband and wives in the mission of serving Krishna. That is the greatness of Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, I come from a background where husband and wives actually don't even appreciate each other. In these times, not in ancient times. In these times, there is no respect for each other. They look at it as a burdenful maintenance. Now that I'm married, now that I have children, we are belli chestunam, pillalu puttinu kada kalisi undalsinde. Because izzat ka sawal. It is the taboo of divorce should not come in my family. So why don't I stay together? Right? That is the situation today. It's a very harsh truth. We shake people a little bit up, they are going to come and tell things that you can't even believe they think about each other. I personally have spoken to a very, very rich family. They have big cars, big houses, huge, real estate people. And the wife is waiting, when will the husband die? She told me, I'm sick and tired of this person. I'm waiting when this fellow will die. And they also celebrated the 25th year Silver Jubilee in a big clubhouse with the whole Banjara Hills and Jubilees coming there. Celebrities, all whatever show put up and all teasers coming out, both of them holding each other like this, like that, photos coming. But I cannot forget when she told me she's waiting for her husband to die. Okay? So what is external? What is internal? Prabhuji, if you want to go back to Krishna, Krishna is not going to accept us if we don't respect the ashram that he has created. Right? Srila Prabhupada himself was a great grahastha. When he took sannyas, he made sure that his wife, his children are all settled. And they are ready. And he is ready. Right? So we have an acharya who himself is setting the path for all of us. How to die before we die. Right? Srila Prabhupada himself is a great example of this statement. In fact, the first time I heard this statement is from His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj. If you go to YouTube and say, die before you die, Bhakti Swami, he has given a discourse for 1.5 hours in Gita Nagari. Very deep discourse. And many others have later spoken on this topic. Die before you die. Okay? When you die before you die, death is not painful. If you don't die before the time of death, then death is very painful. ఇది తెలుగులో ఎట్లా చెప్పాలో నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ చనిపోయే కంటే ముందు మన ఆశలు, మన కోరికలు మనం చంపుకోకపోతే చావు చాలా చాలా బాధాకరంగా ఉంటుంది. సాక్షి మంది వస్తుంది అందరికి అర్థమైందా తెలుగు? చావు చాలా బాధాకరంగా ఉంటుంది. మన కోరికలు, మన ఇంద్రియాలు మన వశం లేకపోతే చావు చాలా భయంకరంగా ఉంటుంది. బయట నుంచి కనబడదు, సత్యవాడు అంటే అసలు బయట నుంచి ఎట్లున్నది, ఇట్లుంటాడు, పోతాడు. అది ఎంత మంచిది యాక్చువల్లీ. Some people speak like that. अरे इतना अच्छा मरा आदमी, रात में मर गया, सोते सोते मर गया, రాత్రి చచ్చిండు ముసలోడు, అనుకొని చచ్చిండు, నిద్ర చచ్చిండు, అబ్బా ఇంత మంచి సావు వచ్చింది. ఎప్పుడే పడతాయి. ఆ ముసలోడు ఎట్లా చచ్చిండో ఏమో తెలియదు, చచ్చిండు సుఖమైన సాగు తెచ్చిండు. ఆత్మ ఆల్రెడీ కొట్టుకుంటాను గోడలు అనుకుంటా, రే ఏం తెచ్చినారా అని. ఏంటి ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళు ఏమంటున్నారు, ఎంత సుఖంగా తెచ్చిండు, ఏడుపు కూడా లేదు ఇంట్లో. చచ్చిన తర్వాత నేడుసారి ఏడుపు కూడా లేదు. जिनको तेलुगु नहीं आता है भावनाओं को समझो. कोई रो भी नहीं रहा है. जस्ट इमेजिन, लोग मर रहे हैं, वो बोल रहे हैं अच्छा है, क्या मौत है उसको, क्या मौत है. I have seen devotees dying. We are fortunate if we see a devotee die in front of us. I have seen. Krishna gave me that experience. Some of us were there that day when Her Grace Basana Rani Mataji left her body. Peaceful in front of us, leaving body. And what was the kirtan we were singing? Radha Krishna Prana Moda Sugala Vishwa. Very clear. This is the consciousness which I want to live. I asked her, Mataji, should I sing this kirtan? Because when I went and met her few days before she left her body, she told, I like some kirtan, and Vrindavana Ramesthana is my favorite, and Radha Krishna Pranamura is my another favorite. So when I went to her house, 5 hours before she left her body, 5 hours, I asked her, Mataji, I'll come in the evening. Should I sing the other one? Because I sang Vrindavana Ramesthana, should I sing Radha Krishna Pranamura? So much pain, she couldn't open her eyes. She nodded. Yes. Please sing. It's not easy. Huh? You don't think you can nod when you're in that kind of, like your body is leaving, your soul is leaving. It's like everything is choked up. You can't breathe. And the way peacefully, she didn't move, she didn't gasp, she didn't move her hands asking for help, nothing. She could have done that. Surrendered to the time, to the decision of Krishna. I have to go now. And I have to go happily listening to Kirtan in between everybody. In between devotees. She had the desire. Mataji and Prabhuji, I'm telling you this because this is possible. She was a simple woman taking care of her family, a pediatric doctor, going on yatras, doing her part, not a prominent leader, not a prominent person, just one other person in the hall. But for Krishna, she was the most prominent because she died before she died. Before she died, she prepared herself for that death. And when the right moment came, she kept everything else aside. Her son was holding her hand on one side, her mother was holding the hand on the other side. She just went back to Krishna. And her guru called. His name is Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Very difficult to get his time because he's traveling around the world. And she's not like a congregational leader or some, in a position that the news would go till him that he has to talk. It all worked. Out of nowhere, Maharaj called. He's her guru called. Right? And he said, Mataji, you're going back to Radha and Krishna. And while she was speaking to her guru, she was telling that, that whole talk is recorded. The whole revelation, the exchange between Guru and the disciples, that is called death. That is called leaving this world. Completely happy, satisfied. I have no desires, Guru Maharaj. I am so grateful you have called me. I want to go back to Radha and Krishna. Yes, Prasanna Mati, you are going to Radha and Krishna. You are going back. Thank you. I am very grateful. Gratefulness. Only with the single word of gratefulness, Krishna holded her with his hands and took her back. Gratefulness. And when does the gratefulness come? Gratefulness comes when we have no other shelter except Radha and Krishna. Whole life we are spending to a point to actually conclude that we have no other shelter except Radha and Krishna. Not my ego, not any insurance of this world, anything in this world is not going to save me. Only Radha and Krishna, and then you become grateful. Why children are grateful to their parents until a certain age at least? Because they're totally dependent on them. Totally dependent on them. Yeah? When they get that independence, then you're like, oh, I think, you are one of the among many parents. Right? That's what happens. But in that young age, they are completely dependent on their parents. And sometimes they even risk taking the assurance of their parents. My parents will take care of me. That much confidence they have. Same way, devotee also has confidence on Krishna. Blind confidence. Prabhuji and Mataji, when you're leaving that body, no matter how many lectures you heard, no matter how many kirtans you did, if you don't have the faith that you are going back to Radha and Krishna, you will not go back to Radha and Krishna. You cannot. It's not a thing that, I think I've done my part, now you take care. Yeah, dialogue acha hai. But faith hai kya? Do you have the faith that they exist? Radha and Krishna exist. Do you have that faith? Whole life is a process to develop that faith. And how do you develop that faith? When you associate with people who have that faith. When you serve the people who have that faith. Right? When I Googled saying die before you die, now here is Prabhupada's statement, right? We should try very fast before the next death comes. And death will come. So we shall prepare in such a way that before the next death comes over, we finish our Krishna consciousness business and go back home, back to God. Hare Krishna. So beautifully Prabhupada is saying. And Prabhupada is saying next death. Which means what? ఎన్నిసార్లు చచ్చింది? ఇప్పటికి ఎన్నిసార్లు చచ్చింది? How many times we died? Many times. Infinite times we died. And infinite times you have taken birth again. But now is opportunity. Prabhuji and Mataji, 16th of February 2025. We have an opportunity. Again, in this life. When all your senses are working, your eyes are working, your ears are working, your indriyas are working. It's stupidity to continue like this. ఈ జన్మ ఇంతటితో ఆపటం అన్నదే చాలా మంచి ఉత్తమమైన డిసిషన్. అయితే మళ్ళీ పుడతా సమ్టైమ్ హస్బెండ్ అండ్ వైఫ్ మనం 7 జన్మలు కలిసి ఉండబోతున్నాం. నిజంగా ఉండాలన్నా 7 జన్మలు, 7 lives you want to be with your. Yeah, if you are in service, you can plan like that. Right? But why do you want to risk? Why is Prabhupada telling? Finish your business. And what business? Krishna conscious business. Now, how would Acharya use Krishna conscious as a business? Huh? Because we are business minded. He knows that. We are all business minded. నాకేంటి ప్రతి దానికి నాకేంటి, what will I get, you will get Krishna. If you follow Krishna consciousness until your time of your death, this can be your last life in this material world, and then we go back to the spiritual world. Prabhuji and Mataji, we can go back to the spiritual world. We have that opportunity. We have been given that opportunity. But we don't want to die. Everybody wants to go back to Krishna, but we don't want to die. Paradox, right? I don't want to die, but I want to go back to God. Same way, this body only want to go. But I don't want to die. I don't want that pain of death. That is why Acharya said, a materialistic person will die again and again and again. The spiritual person, there is no death. Actually, for a spiritual person, he is already dead materialistically. ఎవరైతే ఆధ్యాత్మిక మార్గంలో ఉంటారో వాళ్ళకు చావు అన్నది ఒక డిస్కషన్ కాదు, వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ చచ్చిపోయారు. చుట్టాలకు, బంధువులకు, మిత్రులకు అందరికీ చచ్చిపోయారు ఆల్రెడీ. వాళ్ళకు చావుతో భయం ఉండదు. ఎంతమంది అలా ఉందాం అనుకుంటున్నారు, అలా అవుదాం అనుకుంటున్నారు? చేతులు లేకుండా. హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ వాంట్ టు డై బిఫోర్ యూ డై? లైక్ డూ వీ హ్యావ్ దట్ డిజైర్? కొంతమంది చేతి చెప్పినా పర్లేదు, ఎట్లయినా చేస్తారు. పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే చచ్చేకడ ముందు కావాలి. ఆ యమధర్మరాజు వచ్చి కొరడాలు కొట్టి తీసుకుపోయి ముందు మనమే డిసైడ్ అయిపోయి వదిలేయాలి. ఈ బంధాలను వదిలేయాలి. నా బావ, నా మామ, నా చిచ్చ, నా కాక, నా పిన్ని, నా పెద్దమ్మ, నా చిన్నమ్మ, నా ఏరాలు. ఏ ఏరాలు రాదు, నువ్వు ఏరడాలి. ఎవ్వరు రారు కాపాడాలి. వీళ్ళందరూ కృష్ణుల బంధువులు ఉన్నప్పుడే మన బంధువులు. కృష్ణునితో సంబంధం లేని వాళ్ళు ఎవరు బంధువులు కాదు. ఈ విషయం గ్రహించాలి. అంటే అర్థమైంది, బంధువులు వదిలేయాలన్నా కాదు, వాళ్ళని పట్టుకొని వాళ్ళు కృష్ణుడు దగ్గర. ఇవాళ మురళీధర్ గోవిందరావు ఏం చేసిండు? అందరు పట్టుకొచ్చిండు, ఇక్కడ తలుపు మూసిండు. ఇక్కడి నుంచి కృష్ణుడు దగ్గర తీసుకుపోవాలి. ఎందుకంటే రకరకాల కోరికలతో, రకరకాల ఆలోచనలతో అందరూ వేరే వేరే శరీరాలు తయారు చేసుకుంటారు మళ్ళీ వచ్చే జన్మ. కానీ ఇప్పుడైనా ఒక దగ్గర మనందరం కలిసి కృష్ణుడు దగ్గర పోవాలన్న ఉద్దేశంతో నేను ఎంత ఏర్పాటు చేసింది చూడండి. బయట అంటే ఇక్కడ వరకు వచ్చి నా మొహం చూసి పోయేటోడు కూడా ఆ జ్యూస్ దాగి లోపలికి వస్తాడు. కనీసం ఆ జ్యూస్ దాగినందుకని లోపలికి వస్తాడు. ఇవాళ అందరి భోజనాలు కూడా ప్రభుజీ మాతాజీని ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. హరే కృష్ణ. '50th anniversary. Even I celebrated my parents' 50th anniversary. It was a small celebration. Balwai Prabhu was there, and we did a good kirtan in my home, the flat. I still remember, and we spoke for some time. It's a very important date. 50. If we are alive, we should celebrate it because Krishna has given that wife, and Krishna has given that husband. Right? And both of you, you are preparing to die before you die. So Prabhupada is saying we should try very fast before the next death comes. Try very fast. See the words of Acharya, very fast, urgency. And death will come. So we shall prepare in such a way that before the next death comes over, we finish our Krishna consciousness business and go back to body. There is no other business more important than this. So what to do before you die? क्या किया? सच के नाम देंगे। मरने से पहले क्या करना है? बोलो। हाँ? बोलो ना। हाँ? क्यों नहीं? भागवतम कंप्लीट करना है। हरे कृष्णा। यस। चैतन्य चरितामृत कंप्लीट करना है। यस। और बोलो। क्या प्लान है? कुछ है क्या? है नहीं है प्लान? एक बार चैंटिंग अच्छा कर, एक बार. It is once in my life I chant. Right? How many have the desire? కమాలన్న జీవితంలో కమాలన్న చక్కగా మంచిగా ప్రేమతో ఆనందంతో, మన ఆనందం కాదు ఆయన ఆనందం. Not our happiness. He should feel happy when we are chanting. Bah, చేసిండ్రా ఇలా నిజంగా నన్ను పిలిచిండు. ఇంకేం ప్లాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి? और क्या प्लान? Taking shelter of Guru, getting diksha from a Guru before you die. Yes. What else? Making others to come into Krishna consciousness. Yes. పోతూ నలుగురు పట్టుకొని పోవాలి. అదే. There is no doubt if a Krishna conscious devotee is going back to Krishna or not. The only doubt is how many is taking with him. He will take with him. We should take with him. We should take with us. Right? What are the desires? बोलो. राधा कृष्णा है यहाँ पे. क्या करना है मरने से पहले? सब वैष्णव. सरी बोल. But apparently when I went to Google, the so-called Google which gives so much information, don't die before you are dead. I Googled to get some information which will support my seminar. But I'm getting something else, right? Don't die. Brave concept is do or die. Practical concept is do before you die. Winner concept is don't do die. Do not die until you do it. It's Bhakti written by some software, employee. Frustrated. What Russian appraisal? Chase sav, mottam panje sav. 1,000 recordings to hear before you die. Huh? 1,000. Instant is that a listener's life list. The more you love music, the more music you love. I stop. You must die to live again. Yeah, actually, it's Vasam Siddhinani. Ravin Sharma is writing, who will cry when you die? Life lessons from the monk who sold his Ferrari. Right? Who will die when you die? Who will cry? Who will die when you die? Who will cry when you die? Anyways, people have some. This is ultimate. I like it. 101 places to party before you die. Right, na? Unnaru. Mottham Ankuralu ille unnaru. Mottham Mahim properties, Aparna properties anta ille. Etla club house book cheyali, etla savu kottali, etta savali. Ide alochana. ఎగిరిపోతున్నాడు గాళ్ళకి ఏందని అర్థం లేదు. టాప్ 10 మస్ట్ ప్లే గేమ్స్ బిఫోర్ యూ డై. ఇక్కడ పిల్లలకి ఆల్రెడీ పారిపోయిన నువ్వు పట్టుకురండి రోజు మా ఇద్దరు పూర్వం అవునా ఓకే లెట్ దెమ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ దెమ్ టు సీ దిస్ టాప్ 10 గేమ్స్ టు నో డోంట్ థింక్ చిల్డ్రన్ హావ్ రిటన్ దిస్. ఇన్ అమెరికా ఐ హావ్ సీన్ ఓల్డ్ లేడీ సిట్టింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ కమ్యూటర్ ట్రైన్ ఇన్ బాస్టన్ ప్లేయింగ్ వీడియో గేమ్. ఈ ముసల్ది ఈ ఏజ్ లో కూడా అర్థం చేసుకోవట్లేదు. దాని లైఫే గేమ్ లాగా అయిపోతున్నది, మళ్ళీ గేమ్లు ఆడుతున్నది. People discuss basketball and what is that? That perverted form of cricket. What is it? Baseball. A meaningless game, like. And you know what is they discuss? When they are 95 years old, they are discussing in computer training. Red Sox will win that time. You didn't understand it? Red Sox will win this time. I'm like, what nonsense there? They have no clue. Last will I'll write before I die. Nobody told this. What will you do before you die? Last will. No, this empty space ultimate. Huh? You want to press it? I really want to press it. Should I press it?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
100 places to go after you die. I really want to buy this book and see what are the places to go after I die. అంటే ఆత్మలాగా పోతారా, పిశాచాలాగా పోతారా? Can you imagine they have written a book? My God, 100 places to go after you die. They plan after death also. Huh? A travel guide to the afterlife. Anyway, but Prabhupada also wrote a book. Easy journey to. But at the end of that he writes, don't go to other planets, go back to Goloka. That's not the whole point, right? Anyway. So, what is God's message when we ask for death, when we face any sufferings in life? सनातन देह त्यागे कृष्ण यदि पाए.
सनातन देह त्यागे कृष्ण यदि पाए.
सनातन देह त्यागे कृष्ण यदि पाए,
सनातन देह त्यागे कृष्ण यदि पाए,
कोटि देह क्षण के तबे छाड़िते पारिये।
कोटि देह क्षण के तबे छाड़िते पारिये।
My dear Sanatana,
My dear Sanatana,
he said, if I could attain Krishna
if I could attain Krishna
by committing suicide,
by committing suicide,
I would certainly give up
I would certainly give up
millions of bodies
millions of bodies
without a moment's hesitation.
without a moment's hesitation.
Right? So when we have troubles in life and we think that, I don't want to live, I'll leave this body, stupid body, some philosophy I'll keep. Will that take you back to Krishna? Krishna himself is telling, if that is the way you can go back to Krishna, I can give up millions of bodies. 5899. Somebody is Martika. Arrange. Yeah. So, frustrated materialistic people take this path. Is Hagra bhai, now I'm going to go. I'm going to give up this body. But devotees never do this. And Sanatana Goswami, he is a great devotee. To set an example, he planned something like that. And what did he plan? That he is going to put his body under the Rath of Jagannath. Right? Under the Rath of Jagannath, he wanted to put his body. Because the body was completely spoiled with disease and he felt that this kind of body will not do any good to the devotees. I am not good enough to do any service, so I'll die. I'm not good enough to do any service, so I'll die. But Krishna is saying that is also not a good enough reason to die. In whatever situation you are, you can do some service. You can do some service. Whatever situation you are. We should never put ourselves in a spot that, no, I think I'm not worthy to do any service. Prabhuji and Mataji, Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janarjan. He is looking at our attitude towards the service. He is not looking at the only service that we do. Right? Never give up. Never give up. And Krishna himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, what are you talking? And by the way, the next verse it says that how can you even think of doing it? Because this body doesn't belong to you. This body is given by me. So his body is something that we should disrespect? No. It's a gift of God. We put tilaks, right? We put tilaks all over our body. Why do we put tilak? To declare that, this body is yours, Krishna. Yantra. In 18th chapter, 68 shloka somewhere it says, no, not 68, forgot. Yantra Alvani, it says there's a machine. This body is a machine. And the machine has to be used for what? For going back to Krishna. Don't disrespect this body. Respect this body. How many of you have experienced body talking to you? Body talks to you. Salra in the dinner. Endinitavra. Putra dinno, madhyana dinno, sayantra mundara, rati dinno. Abhitnamat kha. Body talks to you. Don't torture me like this. Body talks to you. This body is given by Krishna Prabhu's. We have to take care of this body. Coming to spirituality doesn't mean that now I'm not this body. I'm not this body you think when you go to Begum Bazar. When you go to Koti or Rabbit for shopping. Then you think I'm not this body. It's beneficial for the family. But when you're in the house, when you're practicing Krishna consciousness, you are not this body, but the body has to be maintained. Because it's a gift of Krishna. It is given for us to use it in service of Krishna. Right? Prabhuji, we are doing so many Jagannath Rath Yatras. Right? We need all your bodies. Please take care of them. They should be in good shape. It should not go to a point where Jagannath gets down and pulls you. We have to pull Jagannath Rath. Karna hai, nahi karna hai. Rath Yatra we have to do. Right? So we should maintain our body. I'm telling this to myself. We all should tell this to us. Don't take, the wrong philosophy that, spirituality means you should think less about body. use the body and do the needful for the body so that the body is in good shape to do service. It has to be. Right? Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying you have no right to destroy your body, even if it is under the wrath of Jagannath. Hey Sanatan, use it. There is one more personality who did the same thing. Huh? Raghunath Das Goswami. He also did too much renounced. I don't want to eat, I want this, I'll not eat anything, I'll only eat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yeah. There's one more great personality you're forgetting. Arjun. What was he telling in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita? I will take sannyas, I'm not going to do this one. What is the point in doing? I better die. He says, I better die in this war than seeing all these people killed. Krishna said, don't die. Die before you die. Right? Do your duty in such a way that you have no attachment to the duty. And you give this as an offering to me. This is called dying before dying. Right? Use your skills. Use your everything. Every single person sitting here, Prabhupada and Matajis, can do something extraordinary for Krishna. Extraordinary for Krishna. You are not just started doing it. You're just waiting. I don't know what. Why? You can do something, whether it's a Prabhuji or a Mataji or old person or a young person or a small child, doesn't matter. In whatever situation, something extraordinary you can do for Krishna before you leave this body. Plan for it. Have you started planning? I want to do something extraordinary. Something that Prabhupada did something extraordinary. And so many other acharyas in our movement are doing extraordinary things. Extraordinary. On the face of this planet, I don't think there is anybody else who has traveled the world, I don't know, so many number of times with the highest miles after getting a brain stroke and heart stroke. His name is Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Extraordinary. There is no limitation to his, his desire to serve Krishna. You don't know what it means to get brain stroke problems. I'm telling you. We don't know. And हाँ stroke के बाद शायद मैं भी जाऊँगा. I have seen my father who got a stroke. Right? It's not easy to even think of those things. Your hand doesn't move. Your legs don't move. Somebody is supporting you to even go to stool. Somebody is cleaning your stool. Right? Somebody is putting clothes onto you. Horrible state. You eat and it doesn't digest. You know that? One of the biggest problem with people who on bed, when you go on the bed, is whatever you eat doesn't digest because there is no activity. There is no activity. How much to feed is a big question mark. And in that situation, how many of us will think, I want to do something extraordinary for Krishna? As an Acharya, he is setting a standard for us. We have those great souls in front of us now. They are very much in access. You can go to Mayapur, touch his feet, take the blessings. They are there in front of us. Great Acharyas. His own Bhakti Swami Maharaj. He lost his one leg. He's 70 plus years old. Does he give you a feeling that he's getting tired? No. We are fortunate he lived in this building one night. Right? One night before. And you know what he does? Morning 4 o'clock he'll get up and he will first take care of his deities. He'll do Abhishekam, he'll do Aarti, everything before 5 o'clock. And then he attends Mangala. He only has one leg. He is too old. He can give up all this thing. No. Ayendra Prabhu, 24-hour Kirtan. And then he would go and take care of Shaligram Shilas. How many? Hundreds. His entire room was filled with deities. And he would keep a speaker there just to make sure that the Kirtan and Jap is going on properly for 24 hours as per service. Extraordinary. One day you do that, you'll understand what is Krishna consciousness. One day of doing non-stop kirtan for 24 hours. And one day of worshipping Krishna in so many, Govardhan Shilas, Shaligram Shilas, different deities in that room. And when he left his body, when they opened the door, for external world it's an accident, but he left it ecstatically. He was paying Dandavat Pranam to the main deity in the room, and that's how he saw his dead body. He went back to Krishna. Extraordinary things. People have done for Prabhupada, extraordinary things. Right? Prabhuji, can we also be part of that extraordinary endeavors? And if you plan to do something extraordinary for Krishna, if you plan to do something extraordinary for Krishna, you will die before you die. That is the consciousness we should carry in our life, that I want to do something extraordinary for Krishna. If I'm a software employee, if I'm an accountant, if I'm a sportsman, if I'm anything, I want to do something extraordinary for Krishna. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, I want to do something extraordinary for Krishna. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, look at him. If you read his biography of how he came to Krishna consciousness, anybody else would have committed suicide. So many reversals. At a young age, he got polio. Unexpected. His mother took him to get polio vaccination, but the doctor kept the polio vaccination in a fridge the previous night, and he did not figure out that the power went away. And the number of germs multiplied in the polio vaccination. Instead of immuning him from polio, he got polio because of the vaccine. At the age of 1, he was walking, he fell down one day and his leg, figured out his leg is gone. Okay, polio, many people get polio, that's okay. He fell from a wall, he broke his skull. He had a fire accident, half of his face is burnt. What? He lost his mother at a young age. Mother. The mother who gave him the assurance that, Beta, what God has taken will come back to you in the form of intelligence. His mother gave him confidence. And he lost his mother. Right? But what did he make? What did he bring out of himself after all these reversals? Something extraordinary he is doing for Krishna. Extraordinary thing he is doing for Krishna. Because he has died before he died. You witnessed him. He has written 4,000 articles on every verse of Bhagavad Gita. How many can you write, Prabhuji? We think, oh, we have understood life. I think I have understood life. I can write. After third article, you don't know what to write. Because all your pain is that only. He has 4,000 articles. And in each article, he has quoted multiple Bhagavad Gita verses. And if you just sort them down by verses, for each verse he has written at least 50 articles. Each verse of Bhagavad Gita, 50 articles he has written. Can you write? Can you think of? Can you fathom? And it's not just his intelligence, he surrendered to Krishna. The 9 lectures that he gave of Mahabharata on this Vyasasana are extraordinary. And all these 9 lectures were not just storytelling, he was raising our faith to serve Krishna and to die before we die. Extraordinary souls. Do we want to do anything extraordinary for this? Nothing. कुछ करने का प्लान है नहीं तो ऐसे मरना है कल सुबह उपमा बनाओ दोपहर में पप्पू बनाओ ये दो तीनी तागी मेला करो सच बताओ No, you can do something extraordinary for Krishna. Because when you endeavor to do something extraordinary for Krishna, then your material life is finished. Simple way to end material life is to lead a spiritual life. Right? And I'll tell you, Prabhuji, the excitement will be unbelievable. Unbelievable exciting life I've seen devotees who are ecstatic. Externally, materially, they have nothing. But they live like, like literally Krishna is taking care of them. Right? And our Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy is that, right? We don't want to hold God. We want God to hold us while we are running. Right? We don't want to be like those monkeys holding their mother while the mother is jumping from branch to branch. We want to be like the kittens, where they are running and the mother cat is coming and holding it. Hey, I'm going for this. I'm doing this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And we should measure our progress in spiritual life with how much interest we are losing in spiritual life. No, in spiritual life also. Losing interest in spiritual, we should measure our spiritual life. What do I mean by saying that? I don't like doing Mangalarti now. I don't like doing chanting now. It's a burdensome thing to do chanting now. Today it's okay, chanting is okay. I don't want deities in my house now. I want to give away the deities. I don't know why I kept deities. I don't know why I took up this commitment of doing satsang. You can measure your spiritual life of seeing how much interest you are losing in spiritual life. Also, losing in material life is one thing. If you are losing your interest in spiritual life, means automatically what does it mean? You are increasing your interest in. That's how it is. Your personal commitment, Prabhujis and Mataji's. Did I tell do something extraordinary? Ask your husband to do, ask your wife to do? No. You. Happily. What happily are you planning to do for Krishna? Right? Without consideration of anybody else. I can do this. I want to do this. Krishna, I'm doing it for you. And I want to die before I die. And lead a happy life. If you die before you die, you lead a happy life. There's a beautiful shloka from 1st canto, 19th chapter, 5th shloka. Parikshit Maharaj. Atho vihayamam amum chalokam.
Atho vihayamam amum chalokam.
Vimarstitau bheyataya purasyat.
Vimarstitau bheyataya purastat.
Vimarstitau bheyataya purastat.
Vimarstitau bheyataya purastat.
Krishnangrisevam abhimanyamana.
Krishnangrisevam abhimanyamana.
Upavishat prayam amritya nadyam.
Upavishat prayam amritya nadyam.
Maharaj Parikshit sat down because transcendental loving service to Krishna is the greatest achievement. Superseding all other methods. When I asked, when I was preparing for this seminar, I asked Gauranga Darshan, so what is that one verse that can set the right precedent? He gave this verse. He said, this is how our consciousness should be to die before you die. Parikshit Maharaj, what is he telling? He sat down firmly on the bank of Ganges to concentrate his mind in Krishna consciousness, rejecting all other practice of self-realization. Because transcendental loving service to Krishna is the greatest achievement, superseding all other methods. When you want to do something extraordinary for Krishna, keep aside all other rituals. It's no point. Keep aside all other belief systems that you were born with. Not disrespectfully, respectfully. Keep them aside. Because now, in this life, you have direct access to Krishna. And you can surrender your life to Krishna, close the business. Very important. when you want to die, before you die, you should know what you should not do also. Not only what you should do. Prabhuji, I think I'll go here, I'll go there. Are you have service here. When Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, he had everybody. He could give a lecture with 500 people in a pandal. I'm not saying he had a comfortable life. He was living in a very small room in Radha Damodar temple. But he was respected. Everybody respected Prabhupada. Nobody would say Prabhupada is ordinary saint. Respectable position he had. And everybody wants to be respected. Is it not true? Where did he go? Nobody knows him. Nobody respects him. Nobody cares for him. From a place, everybody knows him. Everybody respects him. Everybody cares for him. Extraordinary. Prabhu, bolna asan hai. He just left at the age of 70. He left and he is in this place. And in one of the talks, Prabhupada is saying from his heart, he's speaking from his heart, he's saying, this Gaur Purnima, all my God brothers and God sisters, they are celebrating. I am alone here in this place. He's feeling the separation. It's not like he was hard-hearted. He felt the separation. He missed Vrindavan. He missed Mayapur. He missed his God brothers. But he was alone in that place. And you know what he said then? What my Guru Maharaj has given me as service. And I'm very happy to be here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Die before you die. He was very clear. I am here for serving. I am here to do my foremost duty. For a devotee like Parikshit Maharaj, none of the material planets, even the topmost Brahmaloka, is as desirable as Goloka Vrindavan. The abode of Lord Sri Krishna, the primeval Lord and original personality of Godhead. This earth is one of the innumerable material planets within the universe, and there is innumerable universes also within the compass of the Mahat Tattva. The devotees are told by the Lord and his representatives, the spiritual masters or acharyas, that not one of the planets within the innumerable universes is suitable for the residential purpose of a devotee. What a statement. Prabhupada is saying that not a single planet in this unlimited universes is suitable for a devotee. The only planet suitable for a devotee is where Krishna is there. Whether it is Vaikuntha or whether it is Goloka. Right? So our target should be what? What's our planet? Lagao Goloka. Yeah, Vaikuntha. Don't. So sometimes it's not devotees say, Vaikuntha is I want Goloka. Goloka. Vaikuntha is also, the spiritual world. The Supreme Lord is there. Rasas are different. We should not you want Goloka, but why you want Goloka? You can serve Krishna and Vaikuntha also. Why Goloka? Prabhuji's our motto should be service. According to our mood, he will decide whether he will go to Vaikuntha allocation or Goloka allocation. Respectful to all this. There is Ayodhya Dham also. Right? Sometimes some devotees, they mistakenly make these statements because everybody here, I'm telling you this, don't make these statements that I want Krishna, I don't want Ram. Or Ayodhya is one level, but Goloka is next level. Vaikuntha is this. Because of that, so many people don't like the way we are speaking. No, let's not get into that. We are at no level to, level set those worlds. We are here to serve. Right? There is a morning walk lecture. Prabhupada is clearly telling, Bhaiya, Lord Ram and Krishna, they are at the same level. Rasas, something Lord Krishna does it. Rasa level is ecstatic, and he does more, Venu Madhurya, Rupa Madhurya, Bhakta Madhurya. Leela Madhurya, something extraordinary things he does. But doesn't mean that they are different. A different mode. So we are here to serve. Yes, we can desire to go to Goloka, no doubt about it. But don't think other people who are going to Ayodhya, Dham are less. Or don't think that if you are going to Vaikuntha, they are less. At least we should not think like that. You all understand? Very important. Vaishnavas are all great. Right? The devotees are told by the Lord and his representatives, the spiritual masters or acharyas, that not one of the planets within the innumerable universes is suitable for the residential purpose of a devotee. The devotee always desires to go back home, back to Godhead, just to become one of the associates of the Lord in the capacity of the servitor, friend, parent, or conjugal lover of the Lord, either in one of the innumerable Vaikuntha planets or in Goloka Vrindavan, the planet of Lord Sri Krishna. See, Prabhupada himself is confirming it. A devotee can desire to serve God. All these planets are eternally situated in the spiritual sky. The Paravyoma, which is on the other side of the causal ocean within the Mahat Tattva. Maharaj Parikshit was already aware of all this information due to his accumulated piety and birth in a high family of devotees, Vaishnavas, and thus he was not at all interested in the material planets. Modern scientists are very eager to reach the moon by material arrangements, but they cannot conceive of the highest planet of this universe. But a devotee like Maharaj Parikshit does not care a fig for the moon or, for that matter, any other material planets. So when he was assured of his death on a fixed date, he became more determined in the transcendental loving service of Lord Krishna by complete fasting on the bank of the transcendental river Yamuna, which flows down by the capital of Hastinapura in today's state Delhi. Both the Ganges and the Yamuna are Amritya, transcendental rivers, and the Yamuna is still more sanctified for the following reasons. We have to choose. We have to prepare ourselves. Right? Parikshit Maharaj was fortunate that he got to know when he is going to die. What will we do? How many want to know when you are going to die? Think about it. It's not going to be easy. I don't want to do when I want to die. I am very clear. You know, I tell you this funny thing. Nothing spiritual about it. But I got a dream. Before coming to KC, I got this HD dream. HD, high definition dream. I'm standing in this big vacant land. Just imagine HD dream. Vacant land with all nice green grass, like the Windows desktop. You know? And a voice comes. The movie style. No? And a voice comes. You can know whatever you want. Like that, the voice came. Like, and I'm like, really? I can know whatever I want. So it's like, I want to know what I will be after 20 years. I want to know what I will be after 20 years. Like that. I was not a devotee or anything that time. Not even started. And then the voice came. Yes, but one condition. Whatever you will see, if you see now, in actual it will be completely reverse. Do you want to see? Then I'm thinking, right? In dream also tension. I can't dream. అర్థమైందా? ఏం కళ వచ్చింది? 20 సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత నువ్వు ఏముంటో చూడగలవు. కానీ చూసినావంటే బిడ్డ, ఇప్పుడు చూసినావంటే ఖచ్చితంగా దానికి ఆపోజిట్ అవుతుంది. చూస్తావా? How many want to see? What will you be after 20 years? Huh? And the result of that, I got up from the dream. And what nonsense is this? HD dream mein itna tension. You know, it's actually better not to know. Indra Babu. Whatever Yamaraj has decided will anyway happen for me. Right? But why do you want to think about how death will come? Death will come. Some or the other it will come. The most unexpected way it will come. Right? Instead of asking when I'm going to die so that I'll prepare now, you prepare now when you don't know. It's very difficult to prepare when you know. When you know that you're going to die in 1 week. Prabhu, don't think I'll sit and read Bhagavatam. नहीं होता इतना आसान नहीं है. We're not Parikshit Maharaj. Right? So many tensions will come. Anxieties, questions, doubts will come. If we have 7 days to die, if we get to know we have 7 days to die, 6 days we are discussing, why did Krishna do this to me? Then one devotee is sitting, Are, Mutta Bhagavatam, Rodu Salda Dino, Are, Yen Kitla question? Why did Krishna? 7th day, when you are going to die, sir, let me read some Bhagavatam. Not going to work. It's not that easy. A lot of people say, Parikshit Maharaj got to know, so he could go and do all that. How will he do? I don't know. I am telling, 7 రోజులు అందరూ వస్తారు. పోతారా? Right? Whoever are sitting in this hall, what is the date today, bro? Shubh Shubh bolo. మంచి 50th anniversary పిలిచి ఏది మాటలు. But just think about it. If that is what you want to hear? Yeah, you are going to die on 22nd of February. ఏ రోజు సండేనా మండే? వర్కింగ్ డేనా? మీరు అది కూడా ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. Shrinky, why did you curse in such a way after time working day? I have to take leave also. No. That is anyway going to come from this. So become serious about spiritual life. Leave all other rituals, leave all other considerations. Like Parikshit Maharaj is telling here, be fixed. I want to go back to Krishna. I want to do, but what do I want to do before that? I want to do something extraordinary. What is the most extraordinary thing that we can do for Krishna? Sit down and chant properly. Adappa anni chestam. Did even one person sitting here think when I told do something extraordinary for Krishna? What should I do? ఒక్కడే ఆలోచన రేపు పొద్దున చాంటింగ్ ఎక్స్ట్రాడనరీ చేస్తాం. Doesn't come. And that's why it says, Durudaivam, Vidrisam, Yajanam, Nanulaga. Give me that attraction. I don't have the attraction to chant your names. That is the greatest extraordinary thing we can do. Right? Prasad Prabhu here, I think he's gone to Jagannath Puri. He told he's going to Jagannath Puri. Why is he going to Jagannath Puri? 7 days. He's only going to sit and chant in Siddhamapur. 64 rounds every day. Right? And he wrote to me saying, Prabhu, it is once in my life, 1 week I want to chant properly. I said, Krishna, Prabhu, your design is so ultimate. Please take me with you. Anandandan Prabhu and his whole group is going to Jagannath Puri. So, I mean, we should have that desire, Prabhu. I want that desire. I want to improve my chanting. I want to improve my spiritual life internally, not superficially. Right? Have that desire. Tatascha va pratyam imam vipriche.
Tatascha va pratyam imam vipriche.
Vishrabhya vipra iti kritatayam.
Vishrabhya vipra iti kritatayam.
Vishrabhya vipra iti krityatayam.
Vishrabhya vipra iti krityatayam.
Sarvatmana mriyamaneischa krityam.
Sarvatmana mriyamaneischa krityam.
Shuddham cha tatram amrasata abhiyukta. Sometimes the word is too long, you can see the word to word. That's the easiest way to. Shuddham cha tatra amrasata abhiyukta. Brahmanas,
O trustworthy Brahmanas,
I now ask you about my immediate duty.
about my immediate duty.
Please, after proper deliberation, tell me of the unalloyed duty of everyone in all circumstances, and specifically of those who are just about to die. Right? It's called preparation for death. And he's asking, tell me what is the duty I should do? We have read this verse, a very famous verse actually, in Bhagavatam. Right? Of the people. What is wrong with this? I think I'll tell you this again. So he's saying, now I ask you about my immediate duty. Please, after proper deliberation, tell me of the unalloyed duty of everyone, all of us, everyone, in all circumstances, in whatever circumstances we are, and specifically of those who are just about to die. Right? Now he is asking the question for all of us actually. He is asking the question for all of us. Hare Krishna. Bro, can you read the purport? I just go to the instrument. You can take one mic from there. That's what I stood.
In this verse, the king has placed two questions before the learned sages. The first question is, what is the duty of everyone in all circumstances? And the second question is, what is the specific duty of one who is to die very shortly? Out of the two, the question relating to the dying man is most important because everyone is a dying man, either very shortly or after 100 years. The duration of life is immaterial, but the duty of a dying man is very important. Maharaj Parikshit placed these two questions before Sukadeva Goswami also on his arrival, and practically the whole of the Srimad Bhagavatam, beginning from the second canto up to the last, the 12th canto deals with these two questions. The conclusion arrived at thereof is that devotional service of the Lord Sri Krishna, as it is confirmed by the Lord himself in the last phases of the Bhagavad Gita, is the last word in relation to everyone's permanent duty in life. Maharaj Parikshit was already aware of this fact, but he wanted the great sages assembled there to unanimously give their verdict on his conviction so that he might be able to go on with his confirmed duty without controversy. He has especially mentioned the word Shuddha or perfectly correct. For transcendental realization or self-realization, many processes are recommended by various classes of philosophers. Some of them are the first class methods and some of them are the second or third class methods. The first class method demands that one give up all other methods and surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord and thus be saved from all sins and their reactions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Beautiful purports of Prabhupada, isn't it? He is again and again refocusing us. In the beginning of Bhagavatam itself, saying the purpose of Bhagavatam is to surrender to Krishna. No other diversions. Resoluteness is very important. Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Single pointed. I want to go. I want to make sure that I achieve this without any other deviation. Prabhuji's world is filled with deviations. Filled with deviations. So many other assurances. I do this, maybe something will happen. I do that, maybe something else will happen. Parikshit Maharaj was not planning to try anything. And he is asked for the perfect suggestion, perfect conclusion after proper deliberation. It was not like, oh, you tell your opinion, we'll do match the following. No. He said, tell me what is the ultimate. And why is he doing that? Because we all need to hear it. We all need to hear it. And how many of you have the faith? Actually, keep your hand on your heart and tell me, how many of you have the faith that this is the ultimate process on this planet, what we are following right now? You have that faith? Prabhu, we are so fortunate, Prabhu. We are so fortunate. हो गया अपना काम. बहुत लोगों का ये काम भी नहीं हुआ है. Lot of people don't know what is the ultimate process. They are still figuring it out. One fellow is worshipping stone, Atmalingam. One fellow is, keeping this, I don't know, some other, this process of meditation, sitting in a sphere. Sitting in a pyramid? Sitting in what is that? I don't know. Light. Huh? People are still figuring out what to do, and we are so fortunate. All the figuring out is already concluded. Intelligent person hears and follows. Right? Prabhupada has given it to us. His perfect last word. The first class method demands that one gives up all other methods and surrender onto the lotus feet of the Lord and thus be saved from all sins and their reactions. First class method. दे दिया आपने क्या है फर्स्ट क्लास मेथड? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. We have been given the medicine, we have been given the dosage, we have been given the timing, we have been given the results, we have seen the proven results. What are we waiting for? Does this work? It works. And it will prepare us to die before we die. All we have to do that. Finally, yachatro tvayam atho japyam yat kartavyam nibhi prabho smartavyam bhajaniyam va Ruhi yadva viparyayam. Please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember, and worship. And also what he should not. Please explain all this to me. Hare Krishna. He's asking what I should hear, from whom I should hear. Huh? When you open YouTube, who decides what you should hear? Maya Devi is deciding what you should hear. One fellow is holding a mobile, somebody steals that mobile, he goes behind that fellow, he catches that, he gives back the mobile. Ha ha ha. Next video. One lady is making a cake. The cake fell down. She looked at her husband. She looked at him. They keep part on their cake. Happy Valentine's Day. Ha 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 ha. Next video. Pagal videos. Already your life is short. Why are you watching short videos? Huh? You often say that Ekalavya would have never given his thumb if he would have taken birth now. But without this thumb, how can you see short videos? नहीं देगा. द्रोणा कुछ भी पूछो. I can give this finger, but not this finger. Sikho. What to do? So addicted. You know that story, right? One fellow was hanging, when great Muni was going, one fellow was hanging on a branch. There are crocodiles below, lions this side and that side. Right? It happened in Satyagraha sometimes. You know, lions this side and that side. What is that? Snakes, right? And there are two rats biting that branch. This fellow is hanging and he's seeing up. But in Kali Yuga, he's only holding one hand. Other hand, what is he doing? Short video. मरने वाला है. Short video. ఇంకేం వస్తుందో చూడ సస్తావు. ఇంకేం వస్తుందో. Just think of what are you doing after attending this satsang? Die before you die. బాగుంది బ్రో. ఇంటికి పోయిన తర్వాత ఏం తిన్నావురా, ఏం ఎక్కింది? I'm telling you, this is the situation. I'm exposing myself in front of all of you. Addiction to the core. Addiction. Horrible addiction. Andar gatti Govinda and Govinda. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kuri no le tinte. Hare Krishna. Pani puri dinan beta. One thing the హరే కృష్ణ చెప్తున్నారు రోజు హరే కృష్ణ నోట్ల బుక్కాలు పట్టుకోండి హరే కృష్ణ తెరవండి తెరవ జపం చేయి నేను చేస్తా నేను చెయ్యా ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ డూ హరే కృష్ణ ఇన్ యమలో దెర్ ఇస్ అనదర్ జప అమ్మ అయ్యా అక్క అమ్మ ఇది జపం యమలో విత్ జప ఏ జపం చేయదలుచుకున్నారు హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ 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 హరే హరే ఎట్లా చేయాలంటే ఒక్కసారి నోరు తెస్తే 3 పనిపురుగులు ఉంటుంది అంత తెలియదు ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ లేదు జనాలు spiritual life is filled with excitement, right? This is no excitement. But here, you see, what to hear, what to chant. Hare, inkem cheyalra bhai? Everything he has prepared for us. He has asked all the questions. What is the time at the time of duty? The most important duty at the time of death. What to hear? What to chant? Huh? Whom to remember? Smaranam. Whom to remember? Radha and Krishna. Whom to worship? Radha and Krishna. God, Supreme Personality of God, Godhead, everything. Huh? And also, what we should not do. Bhagavatam also says what we should not do. Right? Please explain all this to me. I want to die before I die. Okay? I don't want to live like dead. That's also important. 2 things are coming out of this sloka. I want to die before I die, but I don't want to live like dead. There are so many people who are living like dead. I don't want to live like them. నాకు వద్దురా సావు. నా అక్క అయితే ఏంది, నా తమ్ముడు అయితే ఏంది, నా ఎవరైతే ఏంది, నా చుట్టం అయితే ఏంది, నా పేరెంటం అయితే ఏంది, వాళ్ళలా నేను జాగదలుచుకోలేదు. I don't want to die like them. I want to go back to Krishna in this life. Determination. Hold that kind of devotee. If you can find that kind of devotee, hold that person's leg. I am always searching for that kind of devotee. I always, whenever I get, I hold that leg. Why do you think I call so many devotees to the center? Because I am diseased. I know that. I need that medicine. I need that surgeons to come more frequently. Do the surgery. Right? 9th of March. A very, very profound surgeon is coming. With prema, he will do the surgery. His name is Bhakti Prem Maharaj. Before Gauri Purnima, Maharaj is coming. With love, he will do the surgery. And he'll push Krishna into our consciousness. He'll prepare us to die before we die. I'm waiting. How many are waiting for it? Yeah. Gauri Purnima, evening. Still waiting for that. Right? Why? Gauranga Darshan Prabhu is coming to give Gauranga Darshan on Gauri Purnima day. It's not like, oh, the devotees are coming. You're desperate to hear. Like Parikshit Maharaj. Desperate to hear. Maybe this is my last Gauri Purnima. Maybe this is the last time I'm getting opportunity to worship Lord Gauranga. Please give me that opportunity to hear from, I can develop that attraction for him. And I requested probably if he can take some series. I'm struggling to find his committed time, but I wanted him to do Sishtastikam series before Gauri Purnima. Right? Sishtastikam, all the 8 verses. And on, I think on Gauri Purnima is releasing a new book called Sishtastikam. The whole, explanation on Sishtastikam. Beautiful book. He sent me the title also. I'm fortunate, Prabhu. I don't deserve to have association of these great souls. But because of all your services, he is attracted to come, or is thinking to come. And I'm getting benefited. Right? So, let us see if that happens or no, but Gauri Purnima evening pakka is coming. What we should not do. On Gauri Purnima evening, what we should not do. It's a Friday evening, March 14th. What we should not do? Don't come late. What else we should not do? Huh? Don't eat anything extraordinary that day. Chant more rounds. Or rather, only chant that day. No. Chant the whole day. If you say only chant that day, then today I will not chant. More line on. No, that's not the point. Chant throughout the day. Why not plan it? Right? Do nice abhishekam, do so many things. Decorate the center. Do you want to do that? Gauranga Mahaprabhu is appearing. Right? Nicely decorate. Welcome Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with so much love. You can do that, right? So many things. Services. Extraordinary. Let this be the most extraordinary Gaur Purnima. We had a beautiful Nityananda Radashi. There was Abhishekam of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Again we'll do Abhishekam on that day. And with so many devotees also, there were hardly any Chapat. Can we aim 365 items on Gaur Purnima? One item per day? Yeah? 365 items. Let us plan. 365 items on Gaur Purnima for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes? Something extraordinary. Prabhuji is doing Haribol, what is salad? Haribol jabta. You don't understand night out. Can we do 365 items? Yes or no? For whose happiness? Gauranga! Gauranga! For his happiness. And you know what? Prabhuji, I'm telling you, temple president of Boston told me in the beginning days of Krishna consciousness. He said, if you can't inspire anybody else, get out of his corner. I'll never forget it. His name is Mahavishnu Prabhu. He told, if you can't inspire anybody else, get out of his corner because they're a burden in his corner. If you are not here to inspire even one soul other than us, then why are you doing Gaur Purnima? Right? Gauranga should come here or anybody who comes here. These people are interested, these people are focused, and they really want to do something for Srila Prabhupada. They'll come back again and again and again. If you make an extraordinary day like Gaur Purnima look ordinary, then great souls Krishna will not send. Make sense? Yeah? And when we do this, then our life becomes special, and then we die before we die. Because there is no other desire. There is no other desire. Just think about it. From today, which is 16th of February, until 14th of March, the only thing that should go in your meditation is, what are those 50 items I'm making from my house for Gauranga? Completely your consciousness is filled with seva. That's called seva, Prabhu. Seva is not like, on that day I did something, next day I forgot. No. Every single Prabhupada gave us such a beautiful sequence of festivals, so many Ekadashis, so many seva, that we will never forget Krishna. He not only told, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna, he even created an environment and a template and a whole society which will make us remember Krishna all the time. Provided we are enthusiastically part of it. Right? We have to. Spiritual life is in our hands. Bhakti anadi mana chetulo undi. ఎవరో చెప్పే అవసరం లేదు. నా భర్త వల్ల నేను చేయట్లేదు, నా భార్య వల్ల నేను చేయట్లేదు, నా ఎగ్జామ్స్ వల్ల చేయట్లేదు, ఇంకెన్ని కారణాలు చెప్తారు నాయన? ఇప్పటికే పుట్టి చంపుతున్నావు. ఇంకెన్ని జీవితాల కారణాలు చెప్తావు? హౌ మెనీ మోర్ లైఫ్స్ ఆర్ యూ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ రీజన్స్ వై యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు గో బ్యాక్ టు కృష్ణ? Right? It's in our hands. So how Lord Krishna operates? He operates in two ways, directly and indirectly. When Lord Krishna has to operate in the material world, he does it two ways. Directly, What is the direct way of operating? He comes directly. He comes in his different avatars. Right? Guna avatars, Lila avatars, different avatars. He comes directly. Indirectly, how does he operate, Prabhuji? Again, two ways he operates. Sends his empowered souls from spiritual world. Second way, empower souls who are willing to assist these empowered souls. What is the two ways? Send his empowered souls. Second is to empower the souls who are willing to assist those empowered souls. Again, four sampradayas, all sampradayas, disciplining succession, Srila Prabhupada, the entire Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is sent by Krishna. I don't think we created it. Sampradayas are not created by us. Krishna is creating them. All the acharyas are coming in this disciplining succession. We are so fortunate we can still see them. Prabhupada's disciples are still on this planet. We can see them. They are in between us. And one of them is coming. They keep coming one after the other. Prabhu, we are so fortunate. This side is already taken care. The question is, do we want to be on this side or no? Right? We want to be on this side or no? Do we want to take initiation or no? Do we want to be part of this parampara or no? It's in our hands. You can come to satsang for 20 years, have no desire for taking any diksha, have no desire to serve any pure devotee. What is the point? Kya kar rahe? Time pass kar rahe ho kya? See, you are in the best place on the planet, but you have no plans to utilize it. Right? Beautifully, Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Madhya Lila 19.1, very, very famous shloka. Brahmanda Brahmite ko na bhagyavana jiva. Guru Krishna prasade paya bhakti lata bija. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down into the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna, by the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master. Such a person receives the seed of the creeper of devotional service. Kaun bhagyavan jivan? Kaun bhagyavan jivan? The one who gets the shelter of the pure devotee. Not you got some wealth, you have good health, you have good figure, good fitness. Not bhagyavan jivan. Oh, the whole world knows you. You have created good fame for yourself throughout the world. What is happening with the Ranveer? What is the name? Alavadi. What is happening with the poor film? He created, I mean, not only him, but many people like him. They have created so much fan following. Today, what is the situation? Huh? He's sitting and crying. What did I do? Why? Internally, he never took advantage. His Grace Gauranga Prabhu was in his studio. His Grace Gaur Gopal Prabhu was in his studio. So many other good sadhus were there in his studio. But what did he do with them? What was his focus when he called them? Paisa, money and fame. What is our focus when we are calling His Holiness Bhakti Prem Maharaj?
Get inspired.
Prabhuji, sadhus can be in our life. But don't think he is in that situation. I am also in that situation. If I am not willing to transform myself. We should learn a lesson. Devotees should also learn a lesson when such incidents happen. We are not trying to blaspheme a person here. Am I another Ranveer Allahabadiya sitting here? Am I actually willing to change internally? Once one Mataji, I don't want to name the sadhu and everything. It happened in front of me. One great sannyasi, he came to Hyderabad. a very rich lady. She called him, the great sannyasi, to his house. And she gives a lot of big donations, whatever. Good. But she was trying to boost in front of the sannyasi, saying that, oh Maharaj, my home, so many great sannyasis come. This Maharaj came, that Maharaj came, this Prabhu came, this Prabhu came. I mean, they're very elevated Prabhus and sannyasis. They're not like easily available. And the Maharaj asked, he was having breakfast in that house. Yes. Out of obligation, Maharaj came. So, how are you chanting, Mataji? I chant once in a while. Mataji, are you not chanting at least minimum number of 16 rounds? No, Maharaj, always have this work, so much things I take care of. But I'm fixed, Maharaj. But so many sadhus are coming, Maharaj. He just looked into her eyes, and I didn't expect that he'll tell that. But a true sadhu has to say what a person has to hear. He just looked into her eyes and I told, what is the use? Oh, क्या statement था? He's sitting in her house. He's a sadhu. He has no ulterior motive. Go hell with your donation. क्या करेगा तेरा donation? If you don't have a will to go back to Goloka, you are wasting your time and I'm wasting my time. What is the use? Her face became like this. Yeah. What is the use? If there are so many devotees who are coming to this center, and still we are thinking whether to become a devotee or not, what is the use? What is the use of you coming here? क्या करने को आ रहे हो? Selfie लेने को? Book signing कराने को? Donation देने को? Why are you coming here? We are not sure. But that devotee knows why is he coming here. He is coming here to attract us to Krishna, so that we can die before we die. That is why he is coming. But we are not taking advantage of it. And deep inside, that Ravan is still there. And we are breeding that Ravan. We are maintaining that Ravan inside, who is still waiting for a Sita. Externally, Maharaj, Dandot Pranam, Maharaj, Maharaj, your mercy, Maharaj. Internally, we can't even, we are shameful to even speak about what is happening internally. When you close that door, when you are alone in the room, that shows what you are. Not when you are sitting in this hall. And until we maintain that duplicity, you will not enjoy spiritual life, you will not chant properly. Because we are leading a duplicitous life. Okay, Prabhu ji, क्या करेंगे प्रभु? ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं. Okay, and at least are you endeavoring for that? Are you from 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? How many things are you remaining from that duplicity? कितना चीज निकाल रहे हो उसमें से? Start किया नहीं किया? I don't think we can remove everything, but are we in the process? Are we depending on Krishna? Are we changing ourselves externally and internally? Right? The future parts of this session are going to talk about how to prepare yourself to die before you die. How to. This is a 3 weeks session that I kept this way. Today it's more about the motto. Right? More about the motto. How does Krishna know whom to empower? How does Krishna know whom to empower? Anybody?
Who's serious? Who's serious?
Donations we give? Holy places we visit? Does it respect sadhus? Lead sattvic life? Eat vegetarian? Construct temple? Learn Sanskrit? No? Okay. Humble dealings? Reading scriptures? Commit no sins? Honor prasadam? Taking care of family? जोर से बोलो. Save Sanatan Dharma?
Yes.
Vote for the right party?
Yes.
Perform all sanskaras?
Yes.
Regular to satsang.
Yes.
Online people, regular to satsang. Join online classes?
No.
Yes. After this class, you can join online classes. Do Bhakti Shastri?
Yes.
Do Bhakti Vaibhav? Read all books? Prabhupada. Anything is missing? Go to Kumbh Mela. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is there anything missing? Yeah, bro. Is there no?
Serious in sadhana.
What qualification does Krishna see? What qualification does Guru see? What qualification does Krishna see? What qualification does Guru see?
Serving Vaishnavas.
Right? Krishna says, very beautiful shloka, you all know, 4.3. Sa evayam mayatedhya yogo nashta parantapa yoga prokta puratana bhaktosmi sakacheti rahasyam hi edaduttamam. That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. This is what he sees to empower us. That you are a devotee and a friend. Friend means what? Not putting hand on Krishna like this. Balaram can put, you can't put. No anything. Declaring that you are the enjoyer and your servant. Right? This is the qualification that Krishna says. What qualification does Guru see? It's a very famous shloka. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Prabhu, you have done all these things. You also gone to Kumbh Mela, but you have not taken shelter of a spiritual master. Shrama eva hi. Finish. There's no point. Spiritual life is not about I have gone to Kumbh Mela, I've gone in a plane, I've gone in a road, I've walked. Have you taken shelter of the spiritual master? Because if you've taken shelter of the spiritual master, you're already cleansed of everything that you don't need to have. You're already cleansed. And Krishna has already cleansed us. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja ahamsvam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami masacha. Pura nikal diya paap. Why do you want to go there and again another dip? If you can go, go. If you can go, go as a service, as an honor, as a reciprocation for what Mother Ganga is doing for us. But if we can't go, don't worry. Because that's not the whole point. Devotees. Prabhupada, Parikshit Maharaj is clearly saying what I should focus. What I should focus. In those 7 days, would he go to Kumbh Mela? Parikshit Maharaj? Already the Kumbh of all the universe is sitting in front of him in the form of a devotee. He doesn't need to go anywhere. Everything comes at one place. When Nityananda Prabhu went to Udupi and he saw Madhavendra Puri, he looked at Madhavendra Puri, he was so happy, he fell on the ground, Madhavendra Puri fell on the ground, they both got up, they holded each other, they embraced and they were crying. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Hey Madhavendra Puri, I have gone to all the holy places from Kedarnath to Badrinath to Gaya to Rameshwaram, everywhere I have gone. But the ultimate benefit of me going to all these holy places has come when I have seen your darshan. Right? A devotee's darshan is more purifying and assuring for us to go back to Krishna. Yeah. You will go to Kumbh Mela, you should go. But that's not the end of spiritual life. That's part of spiritual life. All these things that you have read above are all part of spiritual life. They are part. They are also important. But the most important is what? Pranipatena, Sevaya, Upadekshanti, Tattvadarshina. This is the same. This is most important. When you do this, automatically that side is also taken care of. You become a devotee, Krishna sees that you are a devotee, he empowers you to come back to him. Right? So what souls you want to be empowered? What souls who want to be empowered need to know? We'll discuss next week. What all you need to know? My wife wrote thank you. Any questions from us? Yes, ma'am. In Parliament.
Who is a devotee? Like you said that many people come here but they don't actually devote, but they are coming here still. So who is actually a devotee? Whom should we actually go, okay, this person is devotee now?
Hare Krishna. Actually, this question is answered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. 3 times in 3 different levels. But I'll give you a short answer. Maybe next week I'll prepare the slokas and actually give you the full answer. Who is a devotee? A devotee is a person who serves the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Right? Who has no other desire to enjoy without God. And he likes to serve the devotees who are serving Krishna.
Thank you.
Yeah. Devotee is not somebody, in external world, people say devotee is somebody who looks like a devotee. Devotee is somebody who gives donations. Devotee is somebody who does big things for Krishna. But actually the biggest thing is to give yourself to Krishna. Yeah. Krishna doesn't want our money. Krishna wants us. One couple, they did so many things for Krishna. But when their son told he wants to become brahmachari, he said, no way. No way. Why? Because that is where the false ego was sitting. They said, we can do anything, but not my son. I don't want to be his son. That means he was never a devotee. Devotee means everything is yours. Prahlad Maharaj, I am totally depending on you. Dhruv Maharaj, you are the only shelter awaiting for you to appear. Ambarish Maharaj, you are the savior in whatever situation I am. Ranti Dev, you take everything from me. You take everything from me. Still I am sitting here waiting for your mercy. All these great devotees in Bhagavatam are telling who is a devotee. So you should hear Bhagavatam classes. Then you will understand who is a devotee. Actually, the whole life is not enough to understand who is a devotee. The question is so big. Maybe you can ask this question to Bhakti Maharaj when he comes. I want to ask Maharaj, who is a devotee? And he'll give a beautiful answer.
Thank you, Hari.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, how many here are reading Bhagavatam? Endaman Bhagavatam? Yeah. If you want a good rhythm, you can join Super Pros. What is it? Reading classes in Telugu. Right? And even, where is that guru? Santosh Guru? He is also conducting in English, I think he is conducting. It's important that we have somebody who is motivating us to read regularly. You join that stream and you go. Prabhu is also conducting, right? Yeah. Just started. Praveen Prabhu. In English you are conducting, right? English, you can contact him. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Online. You can join. And what that will do is you can actually start seeing the Bhagavatam books rolling and pages turning, and you're actually understanding who is the devotee. Yeah. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Bhakti. Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful class, and I'm really thinking like you given the whole summary that how to just starting to understand how to die before I die, and it is like more entering into the spiritual world and starting to die from the material side. I can already experience that by doing chanting. I've been recently I'm a new person who has joined this group, and from 3 months I started chanting.
Very good. Very good.
And even I started with only 3 malas per day, and I thought like let me start slowly, and it's left to Krishna. Like whatever he gives me, that is my power. I will do it because I am not well and so many things going on at home. I can say zero support from anyone in this world to come into Krishna consciousness. So it's all left to Krishna. And now I'm able to do 10 malas per day.
Hare Krishna. Very good.
My question is to you, Prabhuji, that I always had this doubt that will really Krishna, there are many pastimes, many stories in Ramayana and Mahabharata that even there are people from the forest like Shabri and many people, like Krishna just gives them Goloka, like direct moksha. So they didn't approach any guru, they didn't do chanting, they didn't read Bhagavatam. So, but we are like, we know we are bad people and we are following just started following the good practices. So, do you really say that if we don't go qualified to go to a guru, that we won't attain Krishna will not give us any way to go to Goloka or Moksha, right?
Hare Krishna.
Like, what will be a difference between a sincere person who's trying to do all that and a person who has just gone to a guru and still doing the same things?
You yourself answered the question. Going to Guru is not a ritual one. Going to Guru means you have to be sincere. Okay? And if you're sincere, you're initiated already. You're already initiated. You don't have to physically get the initiation. And that is also important. The most important thing is following the desire of the Guru. Okay? And our Gurus are telling that serve Krishna, serve Radha and Krishna. In the best capacity you can, in whatever situation you are. You don't need to worry about that. Krishna will take care. Krishna is taking care of everybody in all situations. Even a person is going to die. Kulashekar Alva Singh, Krishna Tvadiya Padapam Kidaram Adheva Me Visatu Manasaraja Visa Prana Prayana Samaye Kapavata Pitto Kathavardana Vidhau Smaranam Kutaste. Oh Krishna, I don't know if I can remember you at the time of death. Now I am ready. Please take me. Kapavata Pitta is blocking me from chanting your name. Now I am ready. Please take me. When we have that consciousness, that eagerness, I will send a lecture in the group. Srila Prabhupada is talking the greatness of eagerness in Krishna Bhakti. The word eagerness, Prabhupada spoke for half an hour. Today morning was here. And he was saying you should be eager to reach to Krishna. And that itself is everything. When you're eager, you're already initiated. That's because our parampara is bringing the right consciousness in everyone. And when the consciousness comes, you're already automatically part of the parampara. You have to choose the right guru at the right time, and then everything Krishna will take you. It's not a number game, but commitment has to be given. So Krishna also knows that we are serious. But it's amazing. Krishna has put you in the
desire
situation.
I feel after this class, Prabhuji, that maybe I should be able to give at least half the name of the Lord when the time of death comes.
He will chant. Hare Krishna. Yes,
Prabhuji, I have a question. When we are born, sometimes not able to handle. So we are not able to serve Krishna. Then what should we do?
You are born what?
Like if we are
Handicapped.
yes, then how should we serve Krishna? Like,
People are physically handicapped, but 99% people are mentally handicapped. Right? Anybody who has everything but is not chanting Krishna's name is in a far worse condition. Is mentally handicapped. But a person who doesn't have eyes or who doesn't have legs or who doesn't have some physical problem, they are in a far better situation. They just do the best they can. The best they can. That's enough. You don't need to worry about more.
thank you, Lord.
Hare Krishna. Shabari has a guru, by the way. Forgot that. Shabari has a guru. Our TV serial can't show that guru, but Shabari has a guru.
Told him to wait there so that Rama will come and deliver him. That
Shabari
is by
has a guru.
following the instructions. She stayed
Okay, so before so there is also a very special event today. I want everybody to chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra and take it. 50th anniversary Hare Krishna. Where is this going through? Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, so let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna for Prabhuji's parents who have come here and all the relatives, other bandhus, all other kuda. Namaskaram. You are here. And let us pray that their married life should inspire all of us to be a good husband and wife until we are here and to serve Krishna together. And why not celebrate our 50th anniversary like this in front of devotees? Why not? Let us chant 3 times. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Shri Gopal Prabhu, any announcement? Okay, any other devotees, any other announcements?